All right, it's time now to welcome a young man that's not only a friend of Sports Night, but he's family. And he is the Dynasty family as well. This young man comes from greatness and is putting it all on the line with hard work to become great himself. Not only because of the name he shares with his historic pop, but because he has it in him also. And on September 13th, on what could end up being the biggest and most watched boxing event ever here in the fight capital of the world, this young man is putting it all on the line versus another undefeated up-and-coming fighter. I'm talking about none other than the young gunner, Mr. 17-0 with 15 knockouts, Feroz Fernando Vargas Jr. My man, how you doing?
My bro, thank you so much for having me.
I got to say right out the top, this guy is clean. This brother's clean over here. He is clean.
Stop it. I had to match you a little bit, you know? I know you come spiffy, Mr. Dapper, you know?
He's looking clean. He's looking like a guy who's going to be the co-main event. I got to ask you this right off the top. It's almost here, obviously. You're having the fight with Callum Walsh. Allegiant Stadium, the co-main event. What could be like the biggest event ever, Canelo and Crawford.
Yes.
Has it sunk in? I mean, the fact that you're fighting in Allegiant Stadium, you're going to be the co-main event.
No, yeah, I don't think so, not yet. You know, I wouldn't know until next week. But I know I've trained so hard for this event. Everything I've gone through, the good, the bad, the ugly, has led me to this moment. And I really feel this is the breaking away from, you know, my dad's shadow, the brothers.
Yeah.
This is going to really leave boxing fans with like, okay, Junior did that. And we're looking forward for the big test in front of us.
Man, the big test. I mean, obviously, when you first heard about the card a long time ago, I mean, me and you had kind of talked and whatnot, but when you found out you were going to be the main co-main event, you're actually going to be the co-main event, not like 4 cards down, you know what I mean? Like, I guess, what was your reaction?
I couldn't believe it. You know, it was something that me and my manager and my team, we were talking about. Hey, Callum, he will put his name in my ear. And you know what? After my last fight, I knocked out Korea.
Yeah.
They said he was a game opponent. You know, he fought Janibek, fought Munguia. So he had the experience. They say he's going to take me to deep waters and drown me.
Nah.
And, you know, we got him out of there. So we're just looking to continue to just prove people wrong, you know. And this is a great fight. You got Ireland. You got Mexico.
Yeah.
We got our passionate fans. Our Ireland fans are one of the greatest as well. They're very passionate. And this is a huge opportunity for me. You know, a lot of people on paper say that I'm the underdog, but this is just an opportunity for me. So, and I'm going to take full advantage of it.
Yeah, you kind of brought it up. I was going to ask later, but I mean, the fact that Vegas, you're an underdog, but I mean, Vegas loses all the time. I heard you say that before, right? Like, does that add any more motivation at all? I mean, you're already crazy motivated for the fight anyway, though.
You know what? It does. It just, this camp has really brought another side of me, just being the B-roll. You know, a lot of people, when they fight me or they fight, you know, my family, it's them versus us.
Yeah.
But now it's like I'm going against Turkey, I'm going against Dana, I'm going against Callum, the judges. So it's like a 0-3 from round 1.
Yeah.
My mentality. So just me on the bag, you know, me sparring, me doing those extra miles, I'm pushing so much more. Because if it's close, in my head, they're going to give it to him the way the business is. So this has definitely unlocked a whole nother side of me and just a more hungrier and more explosive and you know, hungry fighter in me.
Yeah, no. Have you gone down the strip at all? Have you seen like any of the marquees and any of the pictures, any kind of that stuff?
I have seen the Allegiant Stadium whenever I'm passing by, and you know, there's a sign on the Mandalay Bay sign of the Canelo Crawford, and I'm just like, wow, like I'm co-main to that.
It's bananas. I mean,
it is.
There's 70,000 people.
Ugh. Don't even want to think about it.
I'm sorry, 70,000 people. Like, I'm not even fighting. And I'm thinking, I'm like, oh my goodness, it's going to be bananas in there.
Yes.
And, I mean, obviously, Canelo, he's the A side of that card, right? So there's going to be a ton of Mexican fans. It's Mexican Independence Day.
Yes.
I mean, obviously, your heritage, man, you're proud, right? Yes. So you're going to have, you got to have at least 70% of the crowd going for you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, can you, I guess, you know, maybe talk about how much that may give you more energy when you're fighting?
It gives me all the motivation and the energy. I know he wants to upset, you know, our day, which is Mexican Independence Day, but, you know, I'm here to disrupt his plans, Dana's plans. They're trying to set him up for bigger fights with Fundora, Xander, and, you know, I want to show that this junior could compete with the highest level at 154, and I want to put the whole boxing world on notice, literally, because, you know, a lot of people could see social media and they could, you know, think we're these type of influencer boxers, and we're not. My dad requires nothing but old school type of training, you know, being disciplined, being in the gym, and, you know, I really want to put a stand on juniors that we could compete with the highest level. So this is just put so much motivation into me.
Okay, yeah, and you talk about like what your pop does, man, because obviously your pop is good people, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, your family coming in here, right?
Thank you.
But I've seen the videos, man. Like he pushes you hard.
Yes.
I mean, you're running all kind of mountains and whatnot. From what like, your dad and your training, can you say that maybe you turned up and you train hard for all your fights, obviously, but maybe a little bit more for this one? What's at stake?
Yes, this is very different. Everything's on the line. When do you see two undefeated fighters putting their records on the line at this point in their career? You don't really see that. You see a lot of people, hiding behind promoters. You see a lot of these fighters trying to milk it per se, and it's just like, I want to bring back that throwback style fighting where, hey, the best you say you're one of the best at 154? All right, let's get it on. Let's fight. That's how you test your greatness. This is how you test how good you are, is, you raise up the competition. So I feel you continue to raise the competition on us, and we're going to continue to, rise to the plate. So.
All right. So what's your sparring been like? Because obviously, Callum's supposed to be a big puncher. Like you're a big puncher, right? You see it back here, 14-0, 17-0.
Yeah.
Have you been boxing a lot of maybe 60-pounders, 68-pounders, guys, maybe 70-pounders, light heavy? What kind of guys you been sparring with?
I've been sparring my guy Ron Ellis. I know he's been in camp with Canelo. He fights at 68.
Yeah.
He does not walk around 168. He punches, he punches hard with either hand. Very experienced. And I take my hat off to him because he helped me get ready for him. I mean, he's coming. I promise you, every sparring, I'm getting my hands wrapped, and I'm like, this guy's gonna try to knock me out. We're not working. So, but I need that.
Yeah.
I need that real life. Like, you're trying to take my head off.
Get jitters, like,
Yes. And a lot of people feel that my dad's been guiding us a certain way, and we haven't been fighting this. This will prove, and I should get my flowers after this win because Callum's, has the backing. Freddie Roach, he's undefeated, and he's a young star in the making. So, but they're overlooking me, and I know that. So, but this has unlocked just something so different in me, and I can't wait for the 13th.
Yeah, you got the pedigree. I mean, you got the pedigree. You come from the pedigree, man. It started with Pop, man, being the youngest ever to do it, man, and then with your brothers, everybody undefeated, doing their thing. Now, I got to ask you about the main event because, I mean, you told me last time, like even before the fight even got made, that you had sparred with Crawford.
Yeah.
Like you've been in there, you good people with him. Obviously, Canelo's a brethren, right? I mean, he's a legend as well. First and foremost, what's it like sparring with Terence Crawford as far as like, obviously he's very smart, but his smarts, his strength, what's it like being in the ring with him?
Honestly, he's so strong, and a lot of people don't mention that. Like, when I was in there, I was walking around a $180, and I thought I was going to be able to move him around, and I know he had experience over me, but I just didn't think his physical strength was that strong. When we'd be in the clinch, he was able to use, my strength against me. So, those like skinny, strong dudes?
Oh, yes.
That's Crawford. So, and he's so smart in there. I'd hit him with something, and he's just taking his time. I think the pace for me was just like, what's going on? Like, he's not in a rush to like let go of something. So I was just kind of like, okay, like he had a little bit of Michael Myers in him. So, you don't know what Crawford.
Michael Myers.
But I take my hat off to Crawford. Me and my family have a lot of respect for him and what he's done in the sport. But, it's going to be a great fight for the fight fans, ultimately.
Yeah. Now, I'm assuming the answer is no, but have you ever like sparred with Canelo or ever been to any of his camps, or do you know him like that? Are you close with him at all? Or?
I'll see him from time to time when he's at Capetillo's gym. Kind of lost a little bit of weight, but it's always just, respect. But I've never sparred with him. I would love to. Why not?
Okay. So, I mean, I've heard predictions and everything else.
Yes.
Two questions with this one. As far as that fight is concerned, what do you think Crawford would need to do in order to get a win?
I think he has to fight a perfect fight. I think if you want to sit there, because he's very competitive, and I know his side, that side, well, I don't have to box. You better box. I feel it's dangerous if you want to be there with Canelo, whether he's on his decline or on his way out. Canelo's a veteran, and that's his weight. You're moving up 2, almost 3 weight classes. We're not gonna know what Canelo rehydrates to. So I think if Crawford could do it though, he could honestly, and I'm telling you because he's that special of a fighter. If he fights a great fight, smart like the way he fought Spence, and just let his shots go, being sharp, I could see him beating Canelo. Or I could see Canelo, letting Crawford get off early, maybe getting Canelo a little frustrated, and then, you know, in the later rounds, 8, 9, 10, ending up, you know, stopping him. So we're going to have to see. It's going to be a good fight.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to ask you that. What do you think Canelo would have to do in order to beat Crawford? One thing that Canelo does, and you can tell me what it's like, he's always punching guys on the arms.
Yeah.
He's always hitting dudes in the arms and whatnot. One, as a fighter, people may not know, does that hurt?
Oh, hurt a lot. Check this out. That guy, my boy Ron Ellis, I was sparring with him, and he, boom. He gave me hematoma on my right arm. And I was like, I went, because I had to get a physical or something. I had to tell my dad, I was like, hey, yo, Pops, I didn't know you could get hematoma on your arm.
Yeah,
like,
big old bubble on your arm.
Yeah, I had a whole bubble. I was like, I had to ice it. Bengay couldn't help it. I was just like, what's going on? So, I mean, those tactics, I could see Canelo using them.
Oh yeah, he's
Why
definitely
not?
gonna be. Oh yeah, he's gonna be. I mean, why not? It's part of the game,
Yes,
right? It's
yes.
part of the game. Okay, so do you think that probably Canelo's tactic for the fight maybe is to use his size and muscle and try to go, because he loads up a lot on his shots,
does,
even though he can box, but he loads up a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah, no, he loads up a lot. He used to be a good combination puncher when he was a lot younger, but you know, age and the weight now, I think he has to use his power and size.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So September 13th.
Yes.
You've never been a part of a fight card like this, right? So
Never.
How much are you looking forward to the whole, like, you're going to try to take in, you know, like fight week and doing like the media workouts and the grand arrivals and, you know what I mean? Like, how much are you going to try to take in that, and how much do you try to stay focused on what you have to do, or is it a combination of both?
I got to just stay focused, because if I sit here and look around and, you know, I'm going to be too distracted. I want, you know, I know Callum's coming game and ready. I know he knows that I'm a threat. I know he knows. He says that he's found different people all over the world, and, you know, that's the amateurs.
Yeah.
You do all that in the amateurs. Some of the best amateurs haven't been the best of pros. So, you know, we have a great game plan for him. We're excited, but you know, we're just focused on what we got, you know, fight night, and that's beating a game Callum Walsh.
There we go. Allegiant Stadium.
Yeah, my guy.
Allegiant Stadium. Feroz Fernando Vargas Jr., the sequel, the next up-and-comer. Massive fight at Allegiant Stadium on the undercard, the co-main event. One, I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
And you already know, man. Like your family here, man. So you know who I'm pulling
God.
for in the fight. I mean, we're unbiased.
Yes.
But you live in Las Vegas.
Yes.
So there you go.
And I'm your nephew, so stop playing.
There we go. There we go. Man, I appreciate you coming in.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.